Hello everyone, this is Michael Sanders of the Michael Sanders Go See show, and my lovely go see of the day is the stunning Ana Arto from Spain.
Here I am.
You are from Spain, aren't you?
Yeah, I am from Spain.
Whereabouts?
From the Basque country. It's Bilbao.
Wicked.
Yeah.
Is Bilbao the capital of Basque land?
No, actually it's Vitoria.
I didn't know that.
But
Bilbao's more famous.
But I mean, like Bilbao, it's more famous because we have the Guggenheim, and yeah, and it's really nice. It's amazing, and you have like amazing restaurants and amazing things to do there. Like it's so good.
Is that building amazing?
Yeah.
It is.
And yeah.
What was it like growing up there?
Actually, it has been like really cool because I have all my family is there. We don't like. I don't have more family like around Spain or in another part of the world.
Concentrated.
Yeah.
So are you a Basque?
Yeah, I am.
Generations back? You're sort of pure Basque people?
Yeah, I think so. Like actually, my grandparents, they are also from Basque country.
Do they look like you, Basque women? Are you classically Basque?
No, not really.
How would you differentiate the look?
This is so funny because there are so many films, like funny films, about the Basque look,
Oh, wicked.
Yeah, there's like this kind of people that they are like from the countryside of the Basque country and everything, that they usually have like, like this little fringe with like really like, I have a big nose, but that...
Big nose?
Yeah, my nose is like pretty like...
You've got a Basque nose?
Yeah, like...
I have a Basque
more
nose.
More or less, yes, kind of. But, this is like... They have like really a particular look, but it's not like I'm not looking like them. Like,
okay.
No.
Again, apart from the nose?
Yeah. I mean, apart
your
from
nose
that,
is your Basque identification feature.
It's my dad's nose.
It is?
So yeah, I don't know. I mean, like I don't really like think that it's like a Basque nose, but it's like kind of, it has like a lot of personality.
Definitely.
I think so. It's like really particular, and there's like a lot of people from Basque country that they have like kind of faces like this, with super strong faces.
Super strong faces, does that go with super strong personalities? Are they quite tough
not always,
people?
but yeah, like
tough and resilient?
That's what they say. Like actually we're not like super social. Like for me, like I'm super strange Basque because I'm pretty social and I love like talking with everybody and everything.
Yeah.
But like normally in the Basque country they are like pretty
insular,
serious, and and they are like at the beginning they are like a little bit like cold.
Standoffish.
Yeah, exactly. But then
like the English.
Yeah, well, I mean, not really, not the English, but
no,
like
the English are famously cold.
Yeah, no, but
and repressed.
Yeah, kind of.
But then funny and not.
Yeah, exactly. But then when you're like when you get on well with a Basque, it's like a friend that is gonna stay forever.
They're loyal.
It's like super loyal. Yeah, absolutely.
Wicked.
Yeah.
And so, who are your parents? What do they do?
My mom, she's a lawyer.
Nice.
So yeah, and then my dad, he works in a travel agency.
Oh yes.
Yeah, so he makes like diving trips, like around the world.
Does he?
Yeah,
he's a professional diver?
Yeah.
That's so cool. I had a fantasy myself many years ago that would be a great way to live.
Yeah.
And make a living.
It's really cool.
So is he away from home? Was he away from home in the Maldives having fun the whole time?
Yeah, no, I mean, he's not really having fun the whole time, but, he's like, he has like a lot of business outside. In Maldives, in the Red Sea, yeah. so yes, I mean he travels a lot and he goes to a lot of places to sell the trips and the driving trips. He goes to China, to Orlando, to everywhere, and but he's really cool what he does, and he does it like really well. So I'm like pretty proud of my dad.
Now, did they do these respective jobs all your life. That's what he did when you were born, and that's what your mum did.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
They were already established in their careers.
Yeah, they stayed like that. Like, I mean, anything changed.
Okay. So. Was it a vocation for them? Is that what they wanted to do all their lives and ambitions, and that they fulfilled their lifetime's ambitions in that respect?
Actually, my dad, he studied engineering.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, it's totally different from
Did he do that for his parents?
No.
He didn't do it for his parents?
He did it because, you know...
It was a good job to do.
Yeah, it was like a good job, and he was good with maths, so he was like, okay, let's go there. And then my mom, she's pretty organized and everything, so that career is like pretty good for her. But, you know, she also has like, she loves like styling and all this kind of stuff.
Is she a fashionista?
Kind of. And she also loves like decorating and this kind of stuff. Yeah.
So she's creative. She's
a
creative lawyer.
Kind of creative. Yeah.
So she could have eschewed law and just gone into a creative field, do you think?
Yeah.
She could have.
Yeah.
Okay, now, are you an only child, or do you have siblings?
What, sorry?
Do you have brothers and sisters?
Yeah, I have a little. I have one brother.
How old is he now?
He's
he bigger
18
than you?
now.
He's taller than you, isn't he?
Yeah.
Because you're quite tall.
Yeah, I'm tall, but he's
bigger.
He's really tall. Yeah, I mean he's skinny, but he's really tall.
And what age difference between you?
3.
So
3 years.
He's 18. 19, 20, 21.
Yeah.
Okay, you're the older sister.
Yeah, we are just 2.
Are you close?
Yeah. Did
you fight?
No. Like, actually, like, we're pretty different, but, you know, like, he's on his stuff and I'm on my stuff. So
what's his stuff?
Just, like, he plays golf really well. So, actually, he's studying in a university in USA where it's just, like, super focused on golf and his career. So, it's, like, a high... how do you say, like...
high achieving?
Yeah, that kind of stuff. Like when you go to university, but it's a university that is like also combined with a sport, like a concrete sport. It's
right.
Like, yeah,
it's sort of they're grooming you professionally to be
exactly.
a sports person.
Yeah, but also with a career, you know, apart from the.
And what would the career be?
Engineering also.
Oh, engineering too.
Yeah.
Did you get that from your father?
Actually, I don't know. I think that he's doing that because, you know...
It's something to do again.
Yeah,
but he'd rather play golf all day, every day.
Yeah.
Is he obsessive in that respect?
No, he's not obsessed, but it's like he's really good. So it's like, you know, it's something that he's being like... how do you say?
That's okay.
When they give money...
for sponsored?
Yeah,
sponsored.
Exactly.
Yeah, sponsorship deals.
Sponsored. So he's studying that because of the golf. So and he can study that in the USA. So that's really good. Like, you know, that you learn the language better.
Did he have to start very young, like lots of these people do?
Yeah.
How old was he when he started?
I think he was like 7.
Okay. And was your dad a golfer?
He likes to play golf. Yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
Was it your father who introduced your brother to golf?
Yeah.
But it was just a pastime. It wasn't.
Yeah, it was like a hobby, you know.
Okay.
But then he was like, he started to go more often and everything, and he was like winning a lot of stuff and everything on my hometown and on my country and everything. So yeah, he decided to like be focused on that, and they offered that he could do a career with the golf and everything. So he was like, okay, let's do this.
So what's your stuff? If his stuff is golf and business...
Oh, my stuff is so different. Like, I love...
What do you like?
I love fashion world. I love fashion business and I love fashion. It's so good for me. Like, I think that I belong here.
You got it from your mum?
No.
Did your mum have fashion magazines around the house littered around?
No.
So she didn't? Even though she was into that kind of thing?
Yeah.
It wasn't something she really lived.
Yeah, I mean, she likes, but she's not, like... obsessed with it, you know.
How old were you when you first were aware that fashion existed?
Oh, like pretty young actually. I'm like maybe 10.
How did that happen? Was it through TV or magazines?
I just like I just like read like a lot of magazines and everything.
Okay.
Like
what were they?
Vogue.
Vogue,
Elle,
Spanish Vogue.
Yeah.
And Spanish
like you know, like
fashion magazines.
just like stuff that I saw like around maybe my grandma's house, my aunt's house. You know.
Okay.
I just took it and I was like, yeah, I like this, and yeah. So I was like just looking. And then I started to know like the models, you know, and everything.
Yes.
And I was like, oh yeah, I know her. She did this and she did this, and I don't know. I started to be like, really interested in that.
Build a knowledge base.
Yeah.
What attracted you? Was it the models themselves? Was that the gateway, the interest, the way in, or was it the photos, or was it
like kind of
well the clothes? Photos, clothes, or models?
No, it was not models. It was like kind of like. That world was like pretty interesting to me. It was like something that you know, because everybody talks like so different about it. So sometimes they say like oh no, it doesn't seem what it is, and sometimes they say like no, it's even better, and sometimes they say like it's really a cold kind of world
industry.
You know? Yeah. So you know, I was like, I want to get like to know those people that I see on the magazines and get to know like
and be a part of it.
How is that, you know, inside those pictures, how is that going on? So yeah, like I just started to search and know about like seeing a lot of documentaries.
Did you? What's your favorite fashion documentary?
It's the September issue.
Yes, it's the best
one. Like it.
It's
really good.
It's the only one anyone ever really needs to watch. I suggest.
Yeah, I think it reflects like kind of everything, you know.
It's a brilliant film.
It's pretty good. Yeah. Also,
did you see Unzipped? About Isaac Mizrahi.
Yeah, I think
Black and
I
white.
saw it. Yeah.
That was a nice and intimate portrait of him.
Yeah, and then I also saw on Barcelona. I went to Moritz film festival, something like that, and they were showing a documentary about you know, I don't remember her name, but she's really important. The woman that has recently died.
Franca Sozzani.
Exactly.
There was a documentary about her.
Yeah. Oh my God. It was
it great?
Amazing.
Which photographers were featured?
It was Peter Lindbergh.
Yeah. Is it the... I've been trying to find a documentary that came out a while ago now. It was for the 25th anniversary of Italian Vogue. And it was with Lindbergh and Bruce Weber and a few... Was that the freaking
I think
documentary?
It was that one.
I've been looking for that.
It's major. It's
I
amazing.
can't find it on YouTube or anywhere.
Yeah, because I think that it's coming out like, I don't know if at beginning of next year or something like that, but I saw it like, it was like a special showing of the documentary.
So sorry. It's a new film. It's a new documentary, not the old one that I'm talking about. This is a brand new one.
Okay, no, this one is new.
Okay, great. Before she died.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Yeah.
And who was featured again? It was Peter Lindbergh.
Peter Lindbergh. I
was
think
it
also
no
Bruce
Stephen,
Weber.
No Stephen Meisel, unfortunately.
Stephen Meisel.
He was in it.
Yes.
He was interviewed.
Yeah.
You saw Stephen.
No, sorry, no. He wasn't interviewed. Like they were talking about him, and there was like.
So he was not on
pictures.
camera.
No.
That's the holy freaking grail.
Yeah.
If I were made a documentary, it would be about. And Stephen, if you're listening, please one day allow me access, because that is really the ultimate film that needs to be said, as he is the ultimate fashion being who ever lived.
He is. Yeah.
Now, when did you realise that was the case? That Stephen was the god of this business?
You just have to see his work. It's so.
But
easy.
how old were you? You were already quite advanced in your fashion knowledge.
I was already in the fashion world.
Yes, you were.
When I knew about him, but it was like one of my first people. I don't know if he has like. I don't know if the Instagram that I'm following is his Instagram.
Yes, that Stephen Meisel one's amazing.
Okay, but I'm following that Instagram, and it was like maybe like the third Instagram that I was following.
Ever?
Yeah.
Shit. I thought that was quite a recent one. Were we talking about the ones of pictures of him throughout his life?
It's
this is just his work.
I don't know if it's just. I mean, it's a mixture between pictures about him and pictures of his work.
Yes.
So, but it's not pictures of him right now. It's pictures of him like 20 years ago. So
in his
actually,
prime.
I'm like what is he looking like?
Now,
I'm dying. Like I
you have
really
to get to work with him, as that's the only way you can find out.
Yeah,
Anna.
like
It's that simple.
I would love. It's like
that is what your goal and ambition is.
Yeah.
Okay,
like,
as stated here today, it's to work with Stephen.
Yeah, I would love to work with Stephen.
Now I'm a bit worried that with Franca's death and the magazine having undergone a change recently, that he is not going to figure as much anymore. You know, the period where he had every cover from 1987, I believe, till a couple of years ago is over. And so we might not see so much of him anymore. And that would be a great shame and an amazing loss. In fact, more of a loss than Franca.
Yeah, I know. But actually, I think that everybody knows how major he is. So I think that he's always gonna, like, he's here and he's not gonna go down. Like, even, like, he's gonna stay here or even go.
Yes, but we still want Stephen. If Stephen could tell us, is he still as motivated to create work? Because if the work isn't out there, does he feel that it's all over? Does he feel that he's done? Because I do know, I've picked up little snippets here and there about him. I think David LaChapelle once told a story about meeting Stephen at a developing lab or something, and he went up to Stephen to congratulate him, to say what a fan he was. And Stephen, it was quite early days, it was probably early 90s, late 80s, Stephen said, "Oh, it's all shit." So there is a side of Stephen that is self-deprecating, who doesn't necessarily appreciate the genius that he is. And that sort of look on life, that it's not necessarily everything's fabulous.
Yeah.
And quite dark, right? I mean...
Yeah, I know, but I think that maybe that's like kind of like
you think
part
it's
of the personality.
You think it's false modesty? Do you think he realizes
it's a genius? I mean, like, he's a genius, so I think that if you ask that kind of question to every genius, he's gonna answer something similar.
Yeah.
Because that's why he's a genius.
Yes.
You know? Yes. He's not a genius because he's like, oh yeah, what I do, it's amazing. Because you see this picture I did, it's amazing. No.
Yeah. He's on to the next.
He wouldn't be like that. Like
he's climbing the mountain.
Yeah. I think that's one of the keys that why he's like
absolutely
that.
Yes. But I really want that for you now. I'm very, very excited that it's all still possible. Yeah. Even though it's harder than it's ever been because it's less frequent. Yeah. If he was shooting, we knew every month that there would be a chance for you to work with him for Italian Vogue. Yeah. That would be reassuring. Yeah. So you're just going to have to get another lucky break. Yeah. Okay, so what were you like as a child, and when did you think that you could embark on this course of fashion?
I like actually when I finished school, I started to study law, like my mom. So I did 1 year of university.
Did you?
Yeah, in my hometown, and I was
parental pressure.
Not really parental pressure, but it was also because I didn't know what to do. You know, I was like, I
Modeling.
know I like fashion. No, I didn't want like.
You didn't want
model.
To be a model?
No, I was like, I like fashion, but
fashion editor.
It's something like, but I didn't know what exactly about it because I was like, my mind was not clear. You know, it was like I like this and I like this, but I have nothing clear about that, and nobody around me was like,
explaining
what
to you.
Like knew about fashion or knew about something that he could tell me like, if you like this, you would love to try this because this is gonna be like pretty good for you, you know. But I didn't have that someone to tell me that, so I just started law because I was like, okay, let's do something, you know, let's do something.
Were you good at school? Were you good academically at your lessons?
I was okay. I mean, like I didn't have like amazing marks, but I was like pretty, like when I had to study, I was studying so much. I was not like really lazy, you know.
Right.
I was
you
like
were
pretty hardworking.
Hardworking, yes.
So I was working a lot, and I was studying a lot for my exams and everything. So I obviously passed everything, but I didn't have like a 10 or 9, you know, like I was not like with amazing marks.
Okay, give me a mark.
But
then.
I had
Were you
like
an
a
8?
7.
7.5?
Yeah, 7.5.
Move over a
7,
bit closer.
7. It was
maybe
like,
to the.
oh yeah, sorry.
I like that composition better.
Okay, cool. So yeah.
I don't, because if I don't want to be too much in the middle dominating.
Yeah. Okay. Don't worry.
It's okay. It's about you. So you were scouted.
Yeah.
What were you doing?
I was in the main street of my hometown, and then suddenly a man, he was like staring at me like for a long time, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, you know, I
you
was
weren't
like,
used to people staring at you?
Yeah. Yes, but because I was tall, you know, and people like, you know, normal, like.
You look like a model, right?
Yeah, kind of. So I was there, and he was like really looking at me so much, and I was like, that's so weird and so creepy. So
you were creeped out.
Yeah, a little bit. So he came to me like after 10 minutes of staring at me. So he told me like, oh hey, like my name is blah blah, and I just like I'm here because I'm scouting models from this agency in your hometown, because there's an agency in my hometown.
Yeah.
And so he was like, okay, I'm doing this kind of casting. So if you're interested, I'm not putting pressure or something on you, but you look really good. So you can come and we can talk about it and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, thank you, you know, whatever. So,
were you literally whatever?
Yeah, I was like, okay, that's not my thing, you know? I was like, I mean, I like it, but I in that moment, I was like, that's not my thing. So, okay, I went home, and I was like, you know, I had dinner and everything, and then I was like thinking about this, like,
Did you tell your parents?
Yeah. And I told my mom. And
were you coming round to the idea, a bit excited of the fashion dream that was now possible?
I was like happy, because I was like, wow, no, they told me that. Yeah, I was like, oh, that's
Which is
nice.
what you had lacked up until then.
Yeah. So then I was talking with my mom, and my mom was like, oh, no, whatever, you know, just like focus on your things and don't
become a lawyer.
Yeah.
Get paid properly.
Exactly, that's it. So I was like, yeah, but you know, like I was starting to, like, you know, because if they tell me no, I'm like, okay, so now yes, you know. So
hang on, you didn't know it was going to be a yes or a no, so you were intrigued to find out ultimately what would happen.
No, I mean, I knew that I was gonna, like, I knew that if I was going to tell this to my mom, like, they were gonna tell me no.
You did. And they did.
Yeah, my mom was like, no, like, you're not gonna do nothing in there. Like, you know, it's like, it's not gonna work, and it's not. And I was like, okay, but you know, I want, like, maybe I just need to try, you know, just like 1 month. If it's okay, it's okay. Yeah. And if not, and my mom was like, no, not really, blah, blah, blah.
So it was an act of rebellion on your part?
Not a rebellion, because I'm pretty chill, but, you know, I'm like, I want to try. And I was like not really comfortable with my career and everything. I was pretty lost, you know. I thought that was not when I started that career, I knew that I was not going to finish that.
You knew you weren't going to be a lawyer.
No, it was not mine. It was not for me.
It wasn't who you are.
No, of course not. So I was like, okay, I have to find something, like.
But it's so funny that you were so blasé about the approach from someone in fashion when you knew really in your heart of hearts that was really you.
Yeah.
But you actually conned yourself into believing that the lawyer was you, and therefore it's not me. I'm not interested in this now. Mm-hmm. When really it was.
Yeah, of course.
Fate.
Yeah.
Calling you.
Then I didn't go to that casting in my hometown. Blah blah blah. I mean, to talk with the man. So I just I searched the name of the agency in my internet.
Yeah.
So then I was there's a super famous model in my hometown.
What's her name?
It's John Cortajarena.
Oh, I don't know her.
Okay, it's a guy. So
it's a man.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's
okay.
really good. So okay, like, then I was like, I want to search in which agencies.
Yeah.
You know, so I searched it, and
he was there.
One day,
mm-hmm.
I skipped university and I went to Madrid.
Naughty.
By myself.
Very naughty.
And I went there, and when I was there, I was like, okay, so I'm gonna go to this agency. So
Did you call him in advance?
No, I went by myself. Like, I didn't call anyone. I just saw on the internet and I searched the address and I went to Madrid. I'm not from, like, you know?
Shit. You bypassed you never went, never met with the original guy?
No.
You just went straight to Madrid?
Yeah.
To what you considered the best agency?
Yeah, after like 2 weeks.
So in your heart, I love this story because it was confirmation to you that you could model.
Yeah.
But you wanted it that badly.
Yeah.
That you even wanted to buck the organic nature of how this happens and freaking force it to happen.
Because it was hard to me at first. It was not hard to me, but it was like what my parents were telling me and what I was thinking. And then I was like, what should I do? So this was not like it took me like 2 weeks to realize that I should try, you know? So I went there like after my parents telling me like it's not gonna work. I was like, okay, let's see if it works or not.
Yeah.
So I went there, and when I was there, I just went to this agency.
You knocked on the door?
Yeah.
You didn't call them?
No. I was like, hi, and they were like, hi, and I was like, hey, I just passed by because I want to know what you do. And
okay,
what is this?
Knowing full bloody well what they do.
Yeah, so they were explaining me and they were like, yeah, we want you, of course.
We want you, yeah, great, come in.
And I was like, okay.
That was it.
I was there and they were explaining me everything and blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, and they
it was immediate. Do you remember the person that you saw?
Yeah, it's still
agent.
my booker in Spain. Okay. Yeah.
Was it a girl or a guy?
A guy.
It was a guy.
Yeah.
So you came through the doors.
And he was there.
You popped your head round and said hello.
And he was like, come. And I was like, okay.
That was great. So how long was this meeting?
Oh, it was like maybe 1 hour and a half, something like that.
Okay. Were you introduced to the whole board, the people around the table?
No, because there was just 3 people working.
Was there? Okay.
Yeah, it was like very small because this agency is in Madrid and Barcelona.
Yes.
And the one that I went to, it was in Madrid.
Okay.
So the Madrid is the small one. So there's just like
Barcelona's
3 people.
Is Barcelona the big one?
Yeah, Barcelona is like the big one.
Oh, that's so weird.
Yeah.
I thought Madrid being the capital would have been bigger.
Yeah, I thought that too, because I didn't know. But actually, it's more important Barcelona.
Interesting.
In fashion than Spain.
That's so weird.
Than Madrid.
Oh, wow. I went to Madrid once to photograph Penelope Cruz. She was there. She has a shop there. She had a clothes shop there. And so she was very nice.
Yeah.
But I was in and out. I didn't stay. I didn't get to visit the city.
Oh, it's super nice. I really like it. I have a lot of friends there. So yeah, I want to finish this story.
Baby.
It's so funny. So yeah, okay. And they gave me like a card and they were like, yeah, you should come whenever you want and we can do tests and everything, you know, to start. And I was like, okay. So, I went to the bus station again and I went back to my hometown for hours of road, like back. So...
Hang on. You were freaking happy.
Yeah, I was so happy. And I went, I came back home and I was like, hi. Like, my parents were on the sofa in the living room and I was like, hi, blah, blah. And I was like, I have an agency in Madrid.
I'm a model, guys. I did it.
I have an agency. And they were like, what?
Where? How?
And I was like, yeah. I went, I went and they wanted me so bad. So I just said yes. And I'm going to sign with them, when I finish the first year of university, I'm going to go there. Okay. In June, it was, yeah. And my mom was like, what?
Are you coming to the end of your first year of
Yeah, I was going to finish, yeah. Because my parents paid for it, so I was...
yes, of course.
I think I had to finish. You know?
Yes, absolutely.
So I finished, and everything was okay. I passed everything, and then my dad came with me
to Madrid to meet your booker.
Yeah. And then...
was he happy? So
yeah, he was happy.
So they took the news well.
Yes.
Because you were able to do it.
Yeah.
No?
But they didn't think that I was going to quit university and everything after, because this was so funny.
But that's
also,
a good reason.
Yeah, because
a good enough reason.
I went there and we signed the contract and I started to test and everything, and then I spent the summer in Madrid and I was like just working, like doing pictures and some magazine.
Did you take
pictures.
to it? Did you take to it well and quickly?
Yeah,
it was something that you were good at.
It was like I didn't know what
you were
how
doing.
much it would take to do something like really good. I also didn't know what was really good and really bad. I didn't know, like, when you're like starting, you're just like, okay, the brands and the really big brands, but sometimes you think like, okay, but maybe the really big brands, like, they are like only the top models work in the really big brands, so I just didn't know what
where you
really
were.
what was it about, like how was the process, or if I didn't know. So I started to test pictures, blah blah. So I spent the summer there, and then I told to my parents that I wanted to do university in distance, like continue with doing some exams and everything, if and then but living in Madrid and trying to work.
This was the first time you'd been out of the family home, living.
Yeah. So I moved to Madrid with two of my friends from the agency that I met in Madrid also.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, they are like my
models.
They are two of my best friends right now. Like, they are like so important to me. So we've been living there like for 1 year, and then I went to Paris.
How long before you went to Paris?
I spent in Madrid like trying and everything for 1 year.
A year.
And then in September,
yes,
I went to Paris.
Yeah.
And I signed with women in there.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
So how was that? Did you, at this point, did you have an idea of the hierarchy of agencies? Did you have particular agencies that you dreamed and aspired to be with? Did you know what the difference between this agency and that agency was?
I mean, I knew that like agencies like Elite, because you see on the media, and it's like, they do like this kind of elite model look and this kind of stuff. So you hear about them.
Brand recognition.
But there's like really good agencies. Like, I love my agency in Paris. It's like, I'm so happy with them.
Now, what makes a great agent? Let's tell people who might be watching.
For you,
what does that mean?
Like, it's a connection between your booker and you. And it's like, if your agency, like, it doesn't matter what's the name of the agency or what's the agency looking like or whatever. It's just like, if you have like that connection between your booker and you, and like the same ideas about what you are gonna do, what are your plans, and you like each other, like the kind of like your your booker is gonna push you as much as she or he can, and it's gonna try his best, and you too, because it's also like, it's not just a booker, you also have to
be good.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you have to go to the castings and try your best on the castings, and it's not about like being fake on the castings, like, hi, my name is Ana, how are you? No, it's like, try to do your best when they're gonna take you pictures to see how you look in the camera. Try to do your best. When you're like going to the Fashion Week castings, like, you also have to, like, even if everyone is like so fucked up during Fashion Week,
why are they fucked up? Why are they fucked up? Because of their time.
Because it's everyone is focused on 1 month doing the same thing every single day. So
when you say they, you're talking about the whole fashion industry are fucked up during those 4 weeks.
No, like, I don't know about like
Anyone
other
else?
people, but I know about the casting directors, I know about the models, I know about the bookers and the agencies and everything.
The stress
they are stressed because it's also that you are spending like 1 full month in just like, like doing shows and shows and shows. And for the models, for example, it's so frustrating if they are like doing castings the whole day and everything, and they don't get anything. I mean, it's not the same as if you do castings on a normal week during the year, you know, for details, for jobs, whatever. It's not the same if you have options and then go off. That if you are doing fashion week, doing that castings for the shows, and then you don't get the shows, it's not the same, because it's just like you're like 1 month just for
That's
shows.
it.
So you're not gonna have anything else than shows.
Yeah,
so
you're not
if
gonna work.
you don't book shows,
You don't work.
And also, it's like the shows give you exposure. So if you don't have the shows, you're like, oh shit,
No one's gonna see me.
like you're like super like anxious. And,
you're anxious.
but it's not true.
It's not
like,
true.
It's not true at all.
It's not true at all, but it all helps.
Yeah, it all helps, of course. But there's so many people that does amazing without doing any shows. And also because, you know, not everyone is doing lingerie shoots. And that doesn't mean nothing, you know?
Yes.
Like, it's also like...
Everyone has their space. Place.
Yeah,
now, where's yours?
Mine, I don't know. I just like do a little bit of... I don't do lingerie.
This is your space. You don't do lingerie because you don't have the body for that. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're too skinny and...
Yeah, I'm like fashiony.
Cool and fashiony. But you're fashiony and you know that you're editorial and fashiony. Yeah. So you're a show girl and you're an editorial girl.
I really like that.
And you're a core girl. So this is what I would suggest is where your sweet spot is for me anyway. It's in a gold...
Shoot.
It's a gold
jumpsuit,
and it's Yves Saint Laurent, and it's like the epitome of the cool girl who doesn't give a fuck, right? Yeah. So that's a nice place to be, because it's a very glamorous place to be, because that's what high fashion really is about, and especially today. Yeah, cool girls are in, and you're a freaking cool girl.
Thank you.
So knowing that must make you feel good.
Yeah, it makes. I mean, it's okay, but you know, it's also... You
want the proof?
No, I mean, like, I just, like, I'm super happy with what I did, you know, like, I worked for it and nothing came for free to me.
No, you worked hard.
I worked hard for it. But also, I don't know, I mean, like, I think that I'm using modeling not because I want to be, like, a top model or something like that. I'm using the career of modeling because I want to know people.
Mm-hmm. And are you a people person?
No, but not like people from the fashion industry, because after this, I want to continue working on it. So maybe as a fashion editor, as a stylist, whatever. I just I love it. So I'm like, I want to meet like the most people that I can. Yeah. So that I can... To
continue.
Yeah. And I really I want to meet like also new people from the industry, because it's gonna be like the future of the industry.
Yes, and you're going
as
to be the
I
future.
am, because actually it's not like, okay, you're gonna meet this amazing photographer, 80 years old. It's major. Okay, it's amazing, but it's also good. When they send, like, for me, it's, you know, because there's so many people that when they send them to castings, like, you know, the new photographer, they want you to make your test. Yes. And they are like, oh, shit, you know, this is so shitty. This is...
they don't realize.
This is a shit photographer. Mm-hmm. It's like, girl, you know, like... These are your peers. These are also, like, you know, this is...
They're like you.
Exactly.
They're starting out.
And they want to take pictures to you. So you should be like, you should be happy that someone that you don't know if that someone is gonna be the future Steven Meisel, you know?
And likes you.
And it's like, and that someone is giving you his time to do also things like, you know, for you. So
you've got a great attitude.
I just don't understand like why people like just doesn't give value to those things,
because they don't think they truly understand the nature of the job.
Yeah, but it's also like, okay, you're gonna be like, you want to be top model, but you just don't know how this works. Like, it's
but there's knowing how it works, but there's also loving it.
Yeah.
So ultimately, the act of doing it, the creative act of making a picture, no matter if it's a young testing photographer or Steve Meisel, is pretty much, it's the same general idea, right? Yeah. And like anything, it requires a certain amount, maybe, of practice because of your own confidence that's boosted by that.
Yeah.
What star sign are you?
What?
Zodiac.
Oh, I'm Libra.
Oh, Libra. Okay. Does the business suit you? Are you able to make decisions and stick by them? Or is a need to calculate things the whole time lead to frustration?
No. No, but I think that as I told you before, I didn't know what I wanted, but now I think I know what I want,
and that's clarifying.
Yeah, and
how much do you want to do it?
How much?
Yes.
Oh, so much. Like it's something that for example, that these people, I don't know if in US they do it, but when you have like a working experience in the university,
yes,
that you try and you see how
internships.
I think that I just I'm in the correct place right now. That I'm watching what I'm gonna be in the future. You know, I'm
try to get in touch with the Vogue, the Paris Vogue girls, because I think you'd be really good as Emmanuel's assistant or Anastasia Barbieri's assistant or Suzanne Coller's assistant or any of those girls. You look dope in that role.
Yeah, it would be amazing.
So that's what I would suggest, because Paris, it's not. I'm not telling you to go to England and try to assist Katie Grand.
No.
I'm sort of suggesting what would be easier and more natural for you. So I would knock on the door, as you knocked on the door of that Madrid agency. I would knock on the door of the magazine editors' offices that you want to assist, and that's how you're going to be involved in that.
Yeah.
And that's as simple as that. Even if and then you do it whatever way possible. Your entree is that you are a fashion model. So get your booker woman somehow, some way, somehow in front of Emmanuel, and then you have a conversation with her in the 5 minutes or whatever, like we are, and you mentioned that it's your freaking dream to assist someone like her because fashion is who you are and it's been a lifelong ambition. Yeah. And that's how you do it. If you don't stalk her. If stalking is out of the question, which means she wait outside and she comes out, or she's going into the elevator and you stop her and stalk her. But I do believe in any means necessary.
Yeah.
Because it shows your passion and your commitment.
Yeah.
You've gotten over the hurdle of common politeness and decency.
Yeah.
And you've gone for what you wanted. Don't hold back on those opportunities when they come. Just freaking seize them, because you're so perfect sitting here now. If people were making a film about today in fashion and I was casting the role of fashion assistant to Emmanuel at Paris Vogue, I would cast you.
Oh,
that's how perfectly you fit the role. So it is you are it, go make it happen.
Yeah, I will.
So what's the ideal dream job?
For me now, it's
tomorrow when the phone rings. What is the ultimate job? Client, photographer, editor, hair and makeup.
I would love to be no hair and makeup. I think no, it's not my thing. Okay. But I would love to be like a fashion editor.
Oh no, that's what I'm saying. In modeling now. We'll get on to that.
Okay.
We know that you want to be a fashion editor.
Okay.
And what magazine is? What magazine?
Oh, Vogue Paris.
Paris Vogue, fashion editor for Paris Vogue.
Yeah, Paris. Okay. Yeah.
Watch out, Emmanuel.
Yeah.
The future is biting, clipping at your heels.
Of course, like Vogue Paris, like for me, it's like...
That's it. That's the dream. Okay, yes. So is the dream as a model to work for Paris Vogue?
Yeah.
Who's the photographer?
Steven Meisel, of course, it's amazing.
But he doesn't work for them at the moment.
Yeah, but I think...
Who is it? Who's going to make you look as cool as possible? In your own mind, what is your ideal...
I love Marie Sorrenti.
Maria? Okay.
And...
do you have clothes on or off in this picture, in your mind? Are you topless? Because it's Marie and it's going to be a bit
yeah,
sexy.
I know, but I love that kind of. No, but
why not then? It's Mario, a sexy shoot for Paris Vogue.
No, I know,
Serenity.
I know which one.
Okay, go on. It's not Mario. Sorry.
Inés and Vinod.
It's Inés and Vinod.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
That's it.
Inés and Vinod are in New York. I see them literally around the corner. It's Halloween. They always come every year. Stalk them. Tomorrow. It's tomorrow. Stalk them. They'll be on Clinton Avenue, around the corner.
Oh, yes?
They will. I always see them. I think maybe in the neighborhood, or they come specially for that. They live in Manhattan, I'm sure.
What they do.
Inés and Vinod, you are totally Inés and Vinod. I would have said Inés and Vinod over Mario. Mario, good second.
Yeah, I mean, Mario is amazing, but I just got,
good.
Like, that one. Yeah, it's so good.
Well, that's it then.
Yes.
But it's so reassuring. You must feel so comforted in the idea that you really are knowing of that and are so specific in it. Because the more specific you are, obviously, the more powerful in the way the dream is. So,
yeah, I mean, like, it's what I, like,
yeah.
You know, right now, I just think that I want to continue modeling because I'm like, achieving things. And I also think that I need, like, few more years, you know.
Did you do the shows?
More, like,
did you do the shows in Paris?
Yeah.
Did you do the shows here in New York?
Yeah.
What was your favourite so far? What was the highlight?
Oh, I had like so much fun in the Fenty Puma by Rihanna.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That's
because
cool.
Also you know, it was styling Alistair McKim.
Yeah.
And I love that man. Like,
does he love you?
Yeah. I think
there's a mutual love fest. He likes you. He's a good person to like you.
Yeah, I mean, he's so. I mean, I admire him so much. Like, for
you love
me,
his work.
Yeah, I worked with him for YSL, and then also.
You did the YSL show.
Yeah.
You walked YSL.
Yeah, 2 times.
Okay, so that was both times when it was Vaccarello.
Yeah.
The Vaccarello.
Yeah.
Which is good because it's now.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And how was that? Was that a highlight?
Yeah, of course.
For fuck's sake. For you, it doesn't get better than that. Does it? I mean, what other show would you prefer to walk for you and being who you are and as cool as you are? You've sort of, that's a real...
I really like Louis Vuitton.
You do Vuitton as well.
Yeah, I really like. But... yeah, I think that, I mean,
but YSL, you'll take YSL.
Saint Laurent, it's amazing. And, you know, I've started to work with them in Paris. I was doing looks with Anthony.
Yeah. Is he nice?
Yeah. He's super nice. I really like him, yes. He's like, he seems like shy, you know, but then he's like really good person. And I think that he's pretty loyal.
Good.
Yeah.
And he likes you?
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
Well, he's he's
he
fitting clothes on
show,
you.
So I think so.
He booked you for the bloody show.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, but you know, like I really like everyone that works in there, and Saint Laurent for me has been like everything because actually I started with them and like thanks of that show and thanks of that people that I work with there, I did the rest of my stuff.
Yes.
You know, so that's why, like, for example, Anthony wants me to go to do looks some dates, you know, to Paris. So, of course, I go. Yeah. Because, you know...
campaign.
I can, like, you know, and I'm not hoping for the campaign. I'm just like...
I am.
Yeah, but, you know, I'm like, I feel it like...
You're working.
Yeah, and it's also that... They gave me that opportunity and I'm never gonna say no. Like, even if it's for, you know, whatever, like, I'm never gonna say no to the ones that gave me the first opportunity.
Yes.
And who believed me when anyone, like, believed on me before.
So did they really give you your break?
Yeah.
Do you believe?
Yeah, I think so.
Who was the casting director?
Pierre Giorgio.
Pierre Giorgio.
Yeah. Yeah, he was.
Good old Pierre Giorgio.
Yeah, and then yes, I went to like a casting. It was like a kind of. It was not the Fashion Week casting. It was a casting to do looks with Anthony, And then I went there, and they picked me. Yeah. And I started to work in there, and I really liked everyone that worked in there. And
that's great.
I get on well with everyone in there, and it's like my second family. Like I really love everyone.
I'm so happy for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's such a good team. So yes.
And we're hoping for some campaign action for you soon.
I wish, but I don't know. I mean, actually, I'm like pretty chill. Whatever comes, it's okay.
So you're in the right place. You're in Paris. You're going to stay there for the time being?
Right now I'm in New York, but
okay, yes you are. Here you are. But hang on. So what are you visiting and passing through, or are you living here?
Actually, I'm renting here till December. So
was this on the back of the success of Yves Saint Laurent? So they're saying now go to New York to make some money?
No. I mean, like I New York has been like my dream city, like.
This is where you're going to end up?
No, in Paris. I'm going to end up in Paris, but I think that I have to be in New York for time. Like, I think that it's necessary for me also.
It is, for your career.
Because it's an experience, know, and it's like, I need to be here, I need to live here, and I need to say that I lived here. I don't know why.
So do you have any time for love life? Tell me about your love life.
My love life?
Yes.
Oh my God, I'm so, like, no.
No love life?
No love life at all. No.
Is that good or bad? Is love important to you?
It is, but like I'm super
picky,
like independent, that I want to do like a lot of things, and I never have like some like that's something that I don't have clear on my mind. It's something that I'm like, I don't count with it. Like, I do my stuff, but I never count with, having a family or...
Did you have boyfriends that you left back in Spain? Before you were a model?
I didn't have boyfriend. I had, like...
Flings?
Yeah, but not
Nothing.
Boyfriend.
You haven't had love yet?
No, not a boyfriend.
You haven't had a first love yet?
No. I was in love, but he wasn't.
So unrequited love?
Yeah.
So you suffered?
Yeah, I suffered. Yeah, I have to say I suffered so much. But I mean, for me, it's okay.
No, it's okay.
I'm...
Do you get more men wanting to date you now that you're a model? I mean, there are more opportunities to go out with guys?
The thing is that I never, I don't really like going out.
You're a homebody.
Yeah. So I love doing a lot of stuff during the day.
You're a daytime.
But I never I wake up super early and I like this. But then at
what time do you go to bed?
11:30. I'm sleeping. I'm I
you had a whole
really,
day. You got up early.
I'm all the time doing stuff, but then I loved going dinner with my friends.
Yeah.
I love going a lot of stuff. I also I also love having drinks on my friend's house and everything, but not going to a club. I'm no.
You don't want to do
clubs. No, I don't know why. I just don't like them.
But there is an opportunity between waking up in the morning and going to bed at 10:30, 11 at night to meet people.
No. I just go
in the street.
Actually,
and the elevator.
I mean in the street, yes, but I'm on my thing. But the thing is that.
So you don't want it? Is that what we're saying? It's not.
The thing is that I think it's not my moment to have someone.
Right, you don't.
But because I wouldn't it wouldn't work. It would be
not enough time.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, it's right now. I think it's not the moment to have someone, but I mean, maybe in the future, yes. But I don't know how to answer you to that question.
Yeah. So you don't. It's not like you're sitting, fantasizing about kids and a life.
I just don't count with it. I'm whatever. If it comes, it comes. If it doesn't come, it doesn't come. But but first is my thing.
Yeah.
And what I want, and then the people around me. But I'm first this. And then
take care of business.
Yeah.
And it's so rewarding for you at the moment anyway.
Yeah, because actually it's what makes me happy right now.
Exactly.
So it's if I'm good with what I'm doing every day, or with what I'm putting all my effort on, then everything will come. But it's just that like right now I think that I have enough time during my life to meet people and to have loves and that.
Sure.
They're like right now, like being like, no, I don't want to move from my hometown because I have my boyfriend. Like I would be like really disappointed of myself if I do that, because I have a lot of things, a lot of plans and a lot of stuff. So
it takes time.
I'm like, no, now I want to spend 1 year in New York, then I want to go back to Paris, then I want to do this, then I want to do this and this and this and this.
Yes.
And you know, I have like so many ideas that I have to put on a calendar and on a time that they will put like by themselves, you know. But it's like just so many things that I want to do, and I think that if there's someone around me that I have to like give time
think about
to, it would
It'll
break
take
everything.
away.
So I don't want.
So what is your philosophy of life? What do you think that the meaning of life is for you?
I think that you just have to love what you do. Like, you know, like it's so important that, you know, because everyone needs money to live. So I know that money doesn't give you happiness because there's so many things, and there's the health and everything that it's also super important. But, you know, I think that we all need to eat. We all need to buy clothes. We all need to do like, you know, we all need to go dinner with our friends. We all need to do parties. We all need to pay a rent. So those things, we just can make them with money, and that's it. So for making money, I think that you just have to work, and to work on something that you love, I think that's the best thing ever. Like, make that money, putting your effort on something that you really like and that you enjoy doing, and that you like, it gives you like super good vibes and good energy, and that you like, you don't even feel like you're working, you know, because you are like, it's for me, it's because it's for my happiness, it's for my, you know. So I think that if you achieve that in life, like working in what, like loving what you do and working on what you really like, I think that that's amazing.
So brilliantly put.
Yeah.
So beautifully put.
I think that's, for me it is.
Yes.